Alright, what's up, yins guys? Time for another video. The last video, at the end of my last video rambling, I said a thing that it reminded me of a subject matter that's worth a separate video, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. In my last video rambling, I was talking about, and I'm going to title this video something like leftist brat logic or leftist punk degenerate logic or whatever, somewhere along that line. But all right, okay. I love this saying that these other YouTubers have used about TikTok. The dumpster fire that they called TikTok literally created a scenario that affected the current presidency, where, okay, that the left used to be able to, a portion of the left, some of the population of the left years ago used to be able to call us conspiracy theorists, just and say, oh, you're accusing us of this and that, you're a conspiracy theorist. But the dumpster fire that they called TikTok, which I love that expression, created a younger generation of degenerate brats who literally flaunted and taunted and it admitted and literally flaunted it, admitted to certain things, flaunted and taunted the very things that now we're not such conspiracy theorists anymore. And I think that created a, thanks to the Democratic supporting leftist, radical leftist, degenerate brats, a lot of them that still lived with their parents, grown-ass men and women. Well, some of them even damn school teachers. That's what did it. I said in my long-winded video at the end here about how these kids on TikTok that still live with in the attic or in a room or a basement of their parents' house, 20s pushing 30 in their parents' house, leftist brat logic, and then even grown-ass men and women going on TikTok with their leftist logic school teachers. I'm giving you a ballpark idea. Okay, their logic. This is about their... I know other YouTubers have said a version of this, but I'm going to say my own take anyway, because it reminded me I want to do a video do so. But anyway, I'm going to try not to bust out laughing, because I got pictures in my head of these TikTokers, and I'm laughing too. But, and I'll say again, anyway, I'm going to say you right. Instead of saying I'm going to say again, well, I've been saying it again and again, but I'm going to tell you right now and say again, because videos I was talking about these kids, and I did videos on how it literally won Trump the presidency. Okay, they might as well have went ahead and cast the ballot for Trump at this point. That TikTok and all the shit that people admitting, okay, and oh, here's where I'm going with this. Okay, YouTubers critiquing that. I watched shitload of YouTubers. I still do. Did critique a lot of this shit. One YouTuber one YouTuber called Odin's Men. They deleted his channel over this shit. But he has a backup channel he still uses it. I get emails about his channel on Rumble, which is doing really well. But anyway, a lot of people critiquing these TikTokers and stuff, right? Despite anybody trying to get their YouTube deleted over it. But okay, if you got this far in this video, my point to this is that I'm getting to here. Yes, it won Trump the election, and yes, I'm going to make a point that a time when the left, even the leftist brat degenerate punks, used to be able to say, oh, that's conspiracy theory. Oh, the left and the Democrats don't really think that. But now it's not conspiracy theory anymore, because they were all going on TikTok and admitting to a lot of the shit. And I made a case before in videos that the older school Democrats, whether you like some of them or not, they really it would have been in their best interest to tell these brats, okay, on TikTok, say, you know what, this shit's embarrassing us, it's making problems. And even I would go far as saying President Biden at that time could have been saying, hey, psst, yeah, you know, you kids, I know I want your vote and all, but you know, well, Kamala, I think she didn't give a shit. She's probably on the side of the TikTokers. But anyway, getting to the point once again, okay, reminding you again, yeah, TikTok was full of them. YouTubers were on there critiquing them. And they literally admitted to tons and tons of shit, okay, that they think. And, yeah, YouTubers reviewing them, right? Okay, I'm trying not to laugh because this logic is so crazy. Yeah, they are right-leaning YouTubers critiquing them, and these leftists are like, or the supporters of the, or the leftist brats who support the leftist brat TikTokers, okay, were thought that they were being big shit, like reporting the right-leaning YouTubers for criticizing and critiquing the videos, and plus they were also showing clips of the videos. Okay, I'm getting to it. I'm trying not to laugh here. Yeah, this is why this is so funny. I don't know, if I was one of those TikTokers, to me, and already admitting shit, right, you'd think that a right-leaning YouTuber, you know, let him go ahead and show clips of the video and critique it, right? Since they're admitting to a lot of their logics, really out there shit. I mean, everything from supporting violence against pro-lifers, supporting violence against people that lean to the right for criticizing the transgenders. You know, there were people, for example, saying, oh, anybody that is against the transgender thing or misgenders them should get stabbed. So I can go on, but I don't see the logic in the far left admitting to some really out there shit, and people that support it too. People outright making videos that support. If you're a leftist, if you're not a leftist, if you're not one of them leftists making videos admitting to your ideology, if you're not one of those, you're maybe a leftist, a TikToker, making videos in support of that logic and ideology, right? And you would think that if a right-leaning YouTuber takes clips of your TikTok videos and talks about it, why they don't like it and think it's wrong or whatever, if you're so proud of the ideology that they're spewing and spouting and flaunting, if you will, it seemed to me if I were one of those, I would regard the right-leaning YouTuber as free advertising, right? But yeah, there is other people that don't see it that way. These other brat kids, these punk degenerates, all the lovers and glorifiers of the cross-dressers, and the people that despise with every fiber of their being anybody who is proud of their biological gender and engages in any strength activity, that what they call toxic masculinity. Yeah, they ought to be shot or stabbed or whatever. They'll flaunt that on TikTok. I mean, when you're making a fucking video about it and you're so proud of it, and you're so proud of that ideology and proud of everything you say that comes out of your mouth, why the hell would you flag some YouTuber? Well, yeah, because the YouTuber on that right-leaning side of the tracks is criticizing you and disagreeing with you. God damn it, I'm going to flag them and get them kicked off of YouTube. But, okay, if you got this far in this video, okay. Oh, plus, I'm going to throw in there that supposedly YouTube has this rule that if you use somebody else's videos, it's confirmed that you use somebody else's videos, even a clip for criticism purposes, you can get demonetized if you're making money off of it. You're not allowed to make money off of your YouTube videos and that. But I still think that they're playing favorites. It's a double standard, you know what I mean? You know there is. But I wonder, okay, say I was one of the people that supported, and okay, pretend for a second that maybe I was some YouTuber, instead of critiquing and criticizing those TikTokers that I was trying to talk about without busting out laughing. Say I was taking all those TikTokers that criticize them, showing their clips and glorifying it and saying, oh yeah, right on. Quite frankly, if I was one of those, quite frankly, I wouldn't be one of those, because by rights, I think if you have any violent intentions, if you're promoting violent intentions against somebody of the right, really, you should be investigated. But you know, it's always somebody on the right leaning that criticize something that they can get investigated under certain presidential administrations and blah blah blah. Okay, but in theory, what if I was a YouTuber showing the videos and glorifying it and saying right on? I imagine maybe just nobody will say nothing now. Let me be monetized, I guess. I don't know, you know what I mean? But yeah. But anyway, I'm being repetitive at this point, but okay, I'll say this one more time. Say, even if a right-leaning YouTuber uses your a left-leaning TikToker's crazy rants, using the videos as a criticism, why flag them? If you're that proud of the ideology, it's free advertising for you. You know what I mean? But that's all part of the mentally ill, narcissistic, entitled nature of the and I know this video is very sloppy talking. I mean, if you got this far, I apologize. I should have did it over, because just to talk about it and just get my head around the logic, it makes you like pause for a second and your brain kind of goes and you want to bust out laughing, because you just is going in your head, and I actually think it is hilarious. I think it's so dang hilarious you can't even hardly talk about it in the video. Oh, what? It's like, is this shit for real or whatever? But, hell, somebody don't like something I'm saying, and they use it, free advertising for me, but I'm sure people will go and borrow clips to try to say something else or whatever the fuck too. And when you put yourself out there and somebody doesn't like you, they're going to take clips and just take enough of what you said or something and use it to slander you, which they do that on political ads for running for offices too. The rivals take only a clip of something said, and no matter who it is, you really, to make sure a certain thing is meant a certain way, you should have access to the entire video before you make judgment. But people do that anyway. But anyway, but them TikTokers I get what's going on about here, it got so massively out of control, and so they got, instead of being able to call the rest of us conspiracy theorists about their intentions, you had a group, if you will, that admitted all kind of shit, flaunted it, then had the nerve to turn around, and when people use clips of the videos to talk about it, being repetitive, the law. I know, logic.